Welcome everybody, this is Jason and the name of today's workshop is A Light in the Darkness. This workshop is about creating Decorgal-style accessories. What are Decorgal-style accessories? Decorgal-style accessories are a special type of accessory or prop that spawns in the Sims hand slot, like a Maxis milk carton or birdwatching binoculars. They're called Decorgal-style accessories because the method was pioneered by Decorgal in around 2009 with her custom prop pack. What are the advantages of using Decorgal-style accessories over regular body shop accessories? Decorgal-style accessories can be recolored using the design tool. An accessory can be slaved to a recolorable base object, allowing the accessory to pull from the base object's recolors. It can be easily incorporated into the animation overlay behaves for quick, easy, one-click editing or removal. What are the disadvantages of using the Decorgal-style accessories over regular body shop accessories? Because the accessory spawns in the slot and isn't assigned to a joint, the range of mobility on the animation is a little bit more limited. It doesn't have the range of motion that a normal body shop accessory would. Also, aligning the object and coordinating the overlay is a bit more trial and error and thus a bit more time consuming. For example, in this pic, the lantern that Marcely is holding it's swung a little bit backwards. If I were to do this set over again, I would make sure that the lantern is straight up and down when she's carrying it like that. But that takes a little bit more tinkering. Building the lamp mesh. For this workshop, we're going to build a flashlight table lamp object that allows the sim to spawn an accessory flashlight in the hand in the style of Riveress at PBK. This is the most simple application of the concept, but if you're interested in big multi-accessory projects, you might check out my Midnight Ad series, or Mead Hall Madness as a template for how larger sets are done. In the resource thread, I've already shared one of my flashlights from Outdoor Adventures, as well as the base lamp template. What we're going to do is make the old object into a base lamp based on Riveressa's model, then add and configure the same object as a flashlight that spawns in the Sim's hand. This is part one. Today we're going to be focusing on the base lamp object. First, we open the original flashlight. From here, we need to export the GMDC, export the TXTRs, extract the effect TXMTs, the bulb and the beam. Let's do that now. We open the original object, the one that says Outdoor Adventures something something flashlight. We grab the GMDC in the resource tree, and again in the resource list, we'll make sure that all of these checkboxes are checked. We export, and let's call this Rugged Flashlight. Just like that. Then we go to the TXTRs. We grab the first one here, and I've already done this beforehand, but as an example, So we grab it in the resource tree, we grab it in the resource list, we right click, we export, and we'll call that one yellow. We do the same thing for the beam pattern, because we're going to need that for the effects. And then for the green and orange subsets. Finally, we grab the TXMT in the resource tree, and then we want to extract glass unlit, and then bulb unlit, bulb lit, reflective, there it is, glow lit. We just control select all of those items in the resource list. We right click on that and we go extract. Go to our project folder. Just like that. I've already done this beforehand because I built a template so that you can follow along in the workshop. But for a reference of how to do that, we're going to do that. Next, we clone the lamp template. Then from here, we need to clone a new object from the lamp template, replace the GMDC, replace the TXTR, swap out the effects TXMTs, configure the on-off behaves, edit the price in GID in the object data, and give the object a unique description in the CTSS. Let's do that now. Go to Object Workshop. We're going to grab the base template. Next. Call it Rugged Flashlight Dash Workshop. Just copy and paste that over into this catalog description. Give it a price of 40 simoleons. In the scene graph, let's just go Rugged Flashlight Workshop. Click the update link, click OK, and give it a name here. Rugged Flashlight Dash Workshop. Now we select the GMDC in the resource tree, and again in the resource list, we can see that all of the components already correspond to the ones that we exported. So we don't need to mess around reconfiguring the shape or any of that. We'll go Import, grab Rugged Flashlight, and then in the importable mesh groups table, we select base first, replace in the dropdown. Glow, replace in the dropdown. Same thing for bulb, same thing for reflective, same thing for glass. Just like that. Give it a quick preview. Not lovely, but we can fix it. We commit, we move on. In the TXMT, or I'm sorry, the TXTR, we build, or I'm sorry, select the TXTR in the resource list, right click, select build DXT. Let's grab the yellow texture. DXT5 is just fine. We build, we commit. And let's save that. So we've done the GMDC, we've done the TXTR. Let's remove glow and glass and see how this is looking with the texture now. That looks lovely. When I was a little kid, we would go out trick-or-treating, and my brother and I each had a flashlight. Mine was green, and his was, I think, yellow or orange, and they looked a lot like this flashlight. This model looks a lot like the flashlights we would use when we were trick-or-treating, so fond childhood memories. Okay, so if we were following along with the presentation, if I had not already built this template, the next thing to do would be select the TXMT, and as an example, glow lit. We would need to swap out this material. So we would grab the texture name, copy that onto a notepad like this, then grab the file name, select the resource in the resource tree, right-click, and replace. Then we would grab from the material definition the one that corresponds to glow lit. But since I've already done this beforehand, we don't need to mess with that. I'm just showing you how you would do it if it didn't already exist. Okay, so we've got the TXTR in the bag. Or I'm sorry, the TXMT. Now we go to behaves, click light on, and we make sure that bulb points to bulb lit, and we make sure that glow points to glow lit. For some reason this says inner shade, but if you double check in that it's pointed to the local string, group 2 is glow. So glow is pointing to glow lit. We do the same thing with light off. Light off bulb should point to bulb unlit, and inner shade should point to, or I'm sorry, glow should point to null. This is telling it this is just an empty material. So when it is in the off state, this should just not be visible. Okay, that's the behaves. Now we give it a unique GID. We select the OBJD. Once again in the resource list, and we come down here. Now I have my own unique way of doing this, but if you want to learn more about other ways you can assign an object a GID, we have a workshop coming up called Object Lessons, and I strongly recommend that. But for me, I use my old reliable spreadsheet, copy the GID, hop back over, and we just paste that like that. We want this to be recolorable. We need to make sure that this checkbox, update all mmats, is selected. We update, we commit. If we're not happy with the price, what we can do, we change this radio dial to decimal. And if we want to increase or decrease the price, we can edit it here, then just commit. But I'm done for now, so I'm just going to go ahead and save that. One last step, we select the CTSS, and if you want to edit your description, you would do that now. But I'm happy with it the way it is, so let's test it. So here's our little flashlight. Turn on. This light, perfect. Turn off. This light. Let's see what that looks like in the dark. There's our flashlight. Turn on this light. There you go. Turn off this light. And that's it.